Hello, Hannah. Soul Dr. Nick here. And today I want to talk about moving. Literally, we just physically moved. We moved in the city of Port Moody in Vancouver. That's probably where you'd know, British Columbia, Canada. And we moved from a 2-bedroom condo to another 2-bedroom condo because right now we like new. And we moved into a place where there's this beautiful boardroom, which is where I'm recording from right now, early in the morning after moving. It's like about 7 a.m. And it's been such a beautiful morning of realizations. In the last 24 hours, have probably done more to move my own physical energy than I have in maybe a year, right? And that's the beauty of a move. And this might be a little bit of a longer video, and I'll try to break some stuff into segments, but I want to invite an idea, because everyone that I've spoken is like, oh, moving so hard, moving so painful, why do we do it? And in the past decade, since I've been with my beloved, we've probably moved a dozen times. Actually, when I counted it out, we have moved a dozen times, maybe more. And every time, especially for herself, she's like, why are we doing this? And for myself, I'm like, I know I'm doing it, and I've never done it like this. So in the weeks leading up, before we found a place, because we just found a place less than a month ago, we're like, oh my God, are we going to find a place? And then two, when we found it, it's like, oh wow, it's beautiful, it's perfect, costs more. Okay, let me go to the money side of things. And then she was doing the packing, we got packers and movers planned out just to see. And it's like, okay, she was doing the regular packing. I got help with my packing. But the moving for me, what I'm really good at is when things hit the fan, when the logistics need to be done the day of. I am great. And part of it I realized yesterday as I was being acknowledged by my beloved because she got to sleep in. Got her to stay at a friend's place. And by the time she woke up and rejoined, everything was already moved essentially. And I was like, oh, I get to play a hero. And part of my masculine side really loves the opportunity to play a hero. And how many times now does that get taken away? Like, we're not even allowed to have that chance because it's like, oh, especially the feminine and the females, I don't need a hero. I don't need someone to rescue me. She doesn't need to be rescued. She can do this all on her own. She's done it all on her own. She's even moved us, without me there before. And when I get to be the hero, she gets to enjoy the fruits of the labor, and I get to enjoy feeling great about doing that. And what helped me realize, coming to the energy of it all, is like, so much of life is not stagnant, but it's the same, it's the same, it's the same. And literally, we took almost all of our possessions and moved them from one location to another. And how much energy is there in just that movement? And if I look out and zoom out in the grander scheme, the Earth is always hurtling through the cosmos of our solar system, hurtling through the galaxy, hurtling through the universe. And so there's always so much movement that I'm not actually aware of. This is just me being part of this. And as well, I get to be part of a team. We hired movers. And I'm so grateful I got professional movers. And it was actually a father, a son, and his father. So 3 of them moving. It was a family business. And it was so good to support a family doing something you're really good at. They didn't scratch up any walls, anything else like that. And they were able to do it in such a way where this would have taken me probably weeks. We got it done in a day. And that's what I love, paying good people to do good work, as opposed to trying to do it all myself. And that's how I want to spend more money now. How do I actually buy back time? How do I actually invest in people who love what they're doing? And look at our new place, there's so much stuff in boxes. It's like, oh wow, there's so much stuff. We look at it when it's not packed away in the cupboards. And the first thing that was conscious is there's so much storage in this unit. I realized, no, I don't want to say it's storage, because I don't want to just store stuff. I want everything that's accessible to be stuff that we actually want to be accessible. And how do I practice, and I'm going to forget at times, this area of refinement, continuing to refine my environment, continue to refine my processes. And then as I'm there, and I've already done 2 enemas in the new place, I did 1 enema in the old place, I did 3 enemas in the last 24 hours. It was like so much cleaning out. So much cleaning out of the old patterns. So much trying the new stuff, like it's a whole new environment, lying on the left, lying on the right, which side of the bed, looking for food, having my beloved cat Bao Bao, figure the layouts, the landscape, jumping around, having my son climbing on things like he's a rock climber. So cool. And then now at a new place, spending the first night there, all these different noises. There's so many trains here, sky trains and trains, different noises that are going on all through the night, different creaks, different groans, and how to be with it. How to be with it, both noticing it and then unnoticing it. Like, that's what I love about my history, having been through so many different moves and places and noises, is letting go of that. And then after finishing the move, meeting our neighbors who are so cool, so friendly, so open, so able to joke and think, what a gift. And recognizing that we're so grateful we're renting first, because we get to experience the layout of the land, the layout of the space. We have no idea how things are going to turn out. Let's take it one day at a time. Really, all we're doing is renting this life. We think we can buy it and own it, but that's just one of our human constructs. All of these things are human constructs. This whole idea of moving, of your own space, carving it out, of safety. And yeah, I can't remember who I was speaking to. It was also from kind of East Coast kind of thing. It's like, oh, it's so strange now. Every floor locked off, every door locked off. And I came from a place where doors are left unlocked. And then allowing myself to have opinions, to have wants, to have needs, and just noticing them. And what is essential? Because you really only have access. I only really have access to what's essential right now. Most of my stuff is packed away, and so many things get lost in the move. Things that I feel valuable. I've got a necklace I got from my friend Brent, and I can't find it right now. I'm like, oh no. Like, I could spend my time obsessing, looking over that. Or I could be recording these videos one step at a time, one day at a time. It's all going to unfold. And so perhaps, for myself, I realized things had gotten a little stagnant over the last couple of years. And it gives such a great point of ending. That's probably part of the end of the road idea for this upcoming breath theme. It's the end of the road. We really made it the end of the road for 2024. And we got to acknowledge the home that we're in. Oh my God, in that home, I did a year of Fit for Service with Aubrey Marcus. Our son really grew into the little boy that he is now. We've had so many gatherings. We've had 2 birthdays each in that home. We've gotten our first cat there, which really was the biggest risk I could have ever taken, that I consciously chose for this family. And then realizing I can live with a cat. Not only that, I can thrive with a cat. I can love a cat. Getting our first adult furniture, it feels like this next level of adult. Really stepping into getting to know our neighbors and community. That was the fun, and the more challenging part is saying bye to some people and everyone being like, we know you, we trust you. And part of it's just being friendly, like not trying to impose myself on others, but also not trying to hide from, not trying to pretend I'm on the phone all the time. Like, hello, have a great day, thank you. And then noticing the condo living, all the different stories, all the different ways of interacting, people getting on each other's nerves. Switching from someone upstairs walking and hearing the noise to being, oh, that's annoying, to, oh, that's so reassuring that they're there. And actually, our upstairs neighbor, Andy, we actually stayed there for a final night so that my beloved could sleep in the next day. It's so cool to actually stay at a neighbor's place too. And so, thank you, Cosmos, for these opportunities to move. Thank you for every day. And so consider yourself, everything that's stressful, how might it actually serve? Consider the moves. How might you get help? How might it be a place to be a hero? How might it be a place to shift all that energy? And there's no right way to do this. Hopefully, especially if you don't want to move, you can learn from the moves of others. And that's what I love doing. I love working with people, going so deep, and then learning from them, with them. So I don't have to do all the same things. All right. Ciao for now, family.